Very brief video, because this is not going to last very long, and Missy is probably not going to let me make a video because she's going to bother me, But the thing is that, I was thinking about constant conjunctions, as Hume would say. You think about superstitions. When we're superstitious, I was thinking about my lucky medallion. I have this little medallion. I bought it in Mexico. I remember I bought it at the pyramids, at the Teotihuacan pyramids. And people were selling it. It's made out of silver. It's like 90% silver. And I got that thing, and I remember, thinking, okay, this is my lucky medallion. I don't really believe in luck, but I just take it with me when I go to if I go to the casino. I don't go very often, too. I really don't. It's been like years since I've been. But I remember when I went to Las Vegas and I had it with me and I was winning money. But I didn't always wear it every day. And there were days I actually didn't have and won. So altogether, it was like only 4 days I won like about $400, So, but I could say, well, that's why I won, because I had my lucky medallion. I always say that's my lucky medallion and it gets me good luck, But in reality, I've had that thing with me many other times and didn't win. So, but you can play this little game in your mind where you start to sort of connect things together and say, well, yeah, that's why that happened. I was just thinking about how people can sometimes be gullible. I know I'm shifting gears a little bit, but how people can be gullible about things. I was watching this thing with when people were exposing this guy, James Van Praagh, and this other guy, I think his name is John Edwards, the guy who could talk to the dead and all that sort of thing. He can contact the spirit world and have your uncle tell you all kind of stuff. These people do a lot of things with this code readings or code whatever, where they ask general questions and then they say, oh, I can see, I'm getting a picture of an old man. He's kind of has like a little bit of balding spot here. I'm thinking, and somebody said, oh, that would be my uncle, say, oh yeah, he's telling me that he's doing okay, that he passed away and he, and it was like, there were things he wanted to say to you, but he didn't get a chance to say those things. And people believe that stuff. They kind of just connect those things. You say very general, vague things, and people just go with that. Things like superstition and all that stuff. It's kind of like science in a funny way, because it's all about cause and effect, and about connections between things. And it's like, and people want to believe it so much, and when science comes along and says no, that's not true, and people have even done tests to show that this stuff doesn't work, people want to say, well, that's beyond science. Why? Because you want to preserve an ideal that leads you to something that gives you some degree of comfort. You just want to connect things that give you comfort, to know that you can control randomness. You can control things that just don't make sense in the world. Like when people die or people didn't do all the things they wanted to do, but they want to tell you that that it's okay and whatever. You want to be comforted. And so we make connections. I want to believe that I can control winning, for example, with my lucky medallion. If I could, maybe I'll get that job and I'll go to the job interview because I wear my lucky medallion. If I wear it, I'll get lucky. And I can control it. I can make it happen. I can do it. I can actually do something that can bring it into existence. But in fact, that's not what happens. You don't have any control. A lot of things in this world is random, and we have to kind of respect the fact that randomness, I know this video is kind of random too, but randomness plays a bigger role in our lives than we care to admit. You just get lucky sometimes. And some things aren't as mysterious as it seems, Some things are just random things. Now, I believe that like being successful really isn't an accident for a lot of people, but it happens because of work, because they study things. They learn things. They educate themselves on certain things. and they learn how to do something. They develop skills and abilities. It doesn't happen because of magic, or because you just sit down and you get into the, use these terms that have been coming up lately, the right vibrational energy and the right vibrational frequency. And so you just sit there and think things and things will come to you. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just a bunch of BS. And I've been watching a lot of videos by people who I have respected, but they have fallen for that stuff. They have fallen for this, that somehow you can control reality with your thoughts. No, you don't. What you can control with your thoughts is the way you perceive things. And that's a fact. I think that's really well established. You don't even have to know science, but science establishes that if we think certain ways, yes, it can affect how we perceive reality, but it doesn't change reality. Perceiving reality different isn't the same as having a different reality. It's just that simple. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to stop right here just because I got to go.